Today is day 58 of my 100 Days of Gratitude, and today I want to talk about body image, which is not a fun topic. My dad is 6'4", and my mom is about 5'8", 5'9", which is relatively tall for a woman. And so I'm 6 foot, which is relatively tall for a woman. So when I go to buy clothing, my pants are always too short. I always have to buy tall pants, and that usually means more expensive, and shirts are very often not long enough. And then on top of that, I have something called polycystic ovarian syndrome, which means my body doesn't really process insulin correctly. And so I gain weight really easily. And so if you were to ask my friends, they would definitely say that I don't eat as much as you would think I would by looking at me. And so on top of that, I have a hormonal cancer, and then I've been on a few pills that have really contributed to my weight. So the only time that I've never been in the normal range, and the only time I've not been in the obese category and instead been in the regular category. This is so hard for me to talk about, so I'm not convinced I'm going to post this, but this is where I'm going anyway. The only time that I was in the overweight category is when I was eating about 1,000 calories a day and going to the gym every day for 2 hours and burning about 1,200. So I was constantly in a deficit, and I still wasn't under in a normal weight. My body just cannot process weight properly, which is tough. And I mean, by looking at me, you wouldn't know that. And I really like fashion, and I know that weight and fashion don't necessarily go hand in hand. So today I want to express my gratitude for everybody who makes a plus size line, because on top of I didn't have enough issues with my body betraying me, and then cancer happened, and then a double mastectomy happened. So you spend your whole, at that time I spent 26 years dressing a body, and I had large breasts, and then I had a double mastectomy, so I had no breasts, and then I've had reconstruction, but reconstruction isn't great for people who are my size, because projection, meaning how from your body outwards, how not wide, but how much they project. I don't know how to explain it, but how much they come away from your body isn't great. So I have the biggest implants that can be made, and I don't have a large chest anymore. And so I used to like going shopping for clothes, especially when I was, oh my gosh, it was crazy. I was doing my master's degree, and I was going to the gym all the time, and I was calculating every calorie, and still I could not get down to, according to the BMI, I could not get down to a normal weight. So I haven't really accepted it. I'm not really thrilled about it, but I've talked to my oncologist at length about it, and she's like, you kind of have two options. You can focus on that or focus on the cancer, and we need to focus on the cancer. So I don't know. I've been to nutritionists and dietitians, and I've gone through the whole thing, and it just doesn't, I will never be small, which is a tough pill to swallow, but not as tough as the cancer pills anyway. So I just want to send my gratitude to Lane Bryant and Pennington's and Chanel. Marshall's is great. I picked up a few things from them today. They have a really decent price point if you are plus size. It takes a little bit of scouring through some racks, and obviously it will never be, regardless of the percentage of people who are overweight, it will never, the amount of clothes will never balance to not plus size clothes, which doesn't really make sense. But anyway, there isn't a ton of selection, or it's very expensive, or you know, you kind of have to resort to online shopping or shopping from the States, which is like, it's expensive to be overweight. And in my situation, I don't really have much of a choice. It's just kind of the way things go, but I'm still grateful that I can wear good things. And even like 10 years ago, we had so many fewer options. And so now that the price points kind of come down a little bit, and I have like 2 or 3 dresses just waiting for somebody to get married, which is a good feeling, because typically it's like, you know, we get a wedding invitation, and then like for the next 3 months I just panic about like, I have to wear a tracksuit because I have nothing to wear. So my gratitude today goes to designers who include us big gals. Ugh, like I just said that. Oof. I've committed. I'm posting this video. So thanks for watching. I'm sorry if this was excruciating to watch. Keith's right beside me, and I can only imagine how he's listening to me struggle through this. And just a little goodbye from my buddy. He's always by my side. Jorge, say goodbye to YouTube. Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow.